Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
The give to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Florida State 3.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Knowles will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll go to the toss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Give to the back. They knock him down right there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Keeps it going. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chasing. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And it's picked off. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Going up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 88, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
A third and long coming up here. To the air, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Toafili. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The corners are walked up tight. Scanning the field, it's Uiagalelei. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Wide out in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Now sliding to his left. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Lucas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page.
Nothing! And oh no! He loses the ball at the end of the run. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Tuafili. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory, and they're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Discards a man. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 28, Florida State 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple after getting knocked back to open this drive in 2nd and 12.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Tuafili. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense set for a first down play. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result,
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Yeah, I love coaching staffs that want to stay aggressive. And here's a team that's up in the 4th quarter, and the coach is still letting his guy throw the football around, but you got to make better decisions. I mean, at this point, you're risking your team's ability to win this football game. You got to be more conservative.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team of Greg.